What's good everybody? This is Noor Hussain Marsi from Learn. In this video, we'll see what is SQL in operator, what is SQL between operator, and what are aliases in SQL. So let's get started. So now I am on my SQL Server Management Studio. So just before moving forward, now I would like to tell you that what is the use of in operator. So the in operator is used in a where clause to fetch out the specific values. Let's see how. So first I'll execute fetch my table and see what columns do we have, and then we'll proceed further. So I have got this column that is the ID, then names and genre and then shelf. So my friend comes in and he asked me that give me the book from your favorite genre. So with the help of in operator, I'll pull up the my favorite book from the genre which I like. Let's see how. So I have select already written this query, select all from books where genre. Now using the in operator, now I need the book from skill section. Skill, yes. Now I'll execute. I know the book name, but now I have got the book which has name Learn SQL, which has the genre skill, putting it on the shelf 82. So with the help of an operator, we have successfully fetched our favorite book. But for suppose I don't need, I need all the books, but not from the genre which is a skill. So it's pretty easy. We'll simply add not command before in. So it will fetch me all of the books which are except for the genre skill. So now as you can see on my message window, it is showing me all of the books, but except for the book which has the genre skill. So this way you can use the in operator to look up for the specific values which you like. So basically this in operator is used with the where clause. Now I'll do another example from my other table. Select all from employees. Okay, so in this table, I have got the columns that is employee ID, employee name, salary, department ID, and manager ID. So I need all of the employees except which has the manager M3. So I'll write the query, select all from employees, where manager ID not in the single quotes. We don't need the manager employee who has the manager M3. So we'll execute it. So we got all of the employees except for those who have the manager M3. So this way you can use the in operator. Now moving forward to our next part of today's agenda, that is the between operator. So the main use for function of the between operator is to fetch the value within the specific range. Let's see how. For that I need to pull up another table of mine, that is orders. Select all from orders. Okay, so in this table I have got three columns, which is customer ID, items, and total bill. So I want to know the bills specifically between the total bill between 50 and 300. So I'll type select all from order, where now I'm giving a condition where total bill between 50 and now my value 2 is 300. So what I did here, I'll execute it first and then I'll explain. So what I did here, the syntax of SQL between operator is that you type the where clause, the condition, and now you type the column name, and then you write the between operator Now you mention the range in between you want your result in. So I need the total bill in between 50 and 300. So it has given me the total bill in between 50 and 300. I'll further simplify it. Order by total bill. Okay, so we have ordered by, so you can see it's starting from 50. So first my first bill is 55, and then it's going all the way up till 275. So that was the between. If I don't want the bill between 50 and 300, so simply I'll add the not command before between. Now it's showing me the bill not between 50 and 300. It is showing me the rest of the bills. So using between operator is pretty easy, and mostly it is used for the large data sets where you have thousands of rows, and where there's a vast of variety of records. So to get the specific results in between certain range, you use the between operator. Now moving forward to the last part of our today's agenda, that are aliases. So basically aliases are used to give a table or a column a short or a temporary name. Let's see how. So I'll open my table again, employees. Okay, from, I forward to write the from command, from employee. Okay, so now we will give an alias for the column that is employee name. So select employee name. Now I'm giving an alias. So the normally an alias is given by the s command. So I'll select employee name as name from the table employee. So it has returned me the records with the name as my employees names as employees. And now moving forward and giving the table an alias. uh, so I'll added it. So select employee name as name from employee. So I'm giving this employee table an alias as e. Okay, so now since I've written an employee name as name and from employee as e, so now by using the alias I'll join this. Okay, so going one step further, so now here I would like to mention that alias is used where there is two or more than two tables, or where there are functions used in the queries, or where there are the two or more than two columns are joining. So alias are useful mostly over there. So now I'm writing one complex query for you guys, so that you can have a fair idea that how the alias are used when there is a complex query and when there is a join of two or more than two table or the columns. So now I'll write the query from employee as e. So you can write employee as e, or you can simply do this as well in Microsoft SQL Server. So it is also acceptable in Microsoft SQL Server environment. Without using the s command, you can also declare your alias as simply like this, from employee. And some of the other databases also support alias without the s command. Now I'm typing in a join department. Again, I'm giving it alias over here on condition. So I have the employee employee name, comma. Okay, so now let me tell you that what this alias is doing here. First of all, I wrote the query, select from employee. I gave the alias e to the employee table, and then I used the inner join to join two tables. Which table? Employee with department, and I also gave the alias d to this department table. Okay, so E is the alias for employee and D is the alias for the department. And now on the joining condition, I'm joining my employee table with department ID equals to this department table which has a department ID. So this department ID is common in between two tables, so that is why it is in my joining condition. So that's why my two tables are joining with these common columns in between them. So that is basically the work of the alias to basically ease up your life by simply shortening up the names of the bigger tables. So now in my selected statement, what I did simply used you by using the alias for the employee table. I fetched up the employee name from my employee table, and with from the department and this alias from the department table, I fetched up the department name. Now I'll execute this query. Sorry, I forgot to semicolon. Now I'll execute. So here, now you can see on my screen by using the alias, it was pretty easy. By using this inner join, it has merged up these two tables. So from my employee table, it has fetched me the employee name, and from my department table, it has fetched me the department name. So that was all for today from my side. If you have enjoyed the video, just make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye.